Yo, what's up, everybody? Fun fact, there's a lot of Pokemon content that's going to be coming out here soon. I'm hoping anyway, because we have Pokemon coming out in 2 weeks. Pokemon Legends ZA. I figured why not have it fun and rank all the favorite champions. Now, of course, I don't know if this is an accurate assumption, but we're going to start with the bottom tier. Part of me really wishes I could just add an F tier on here, because I can tell you right now that's exactly where some of these guys are going to go, not specifically saying anybody. But we're going to start with a D list here, and we're going to put Leon there because he's a guy with a Charizard. That's it. That's all it is. To me, it doesn't matter. His ace isn't even from Galar, where he's from. So, all right, Gen. I had to get that one out of the way. I'm sorry. We're going to start with blue. I'm going to put blue. I'm gonna put blue. It's either A. I'm gonna put blue in A tier just because he was the first one you had to battle. Um, I mean, his ace is the starter that is stronger than yours. So of course, if you canonically pick Charmander, then his ace is Blastoise, and vice versa. If you pick Blastoise, his ace is Venusaur. If you pick Squirtle, his ace is If you picked Bulbasaur, his ace is Charizard. It's the whole thing. But I mean, honestly, canonically, his ace is Blastoise, and I think it's just really he's got a really well balanced team, especially in Fire Red and Leaf Green when you rebattle him and he's got newer Pokemon. Yeah. All right. Still technically now we're moving on to Gen 2, where we've got our boy Lance. I'm putting him in B tier because I'm basing it off of his pre-National Dex team. I mean, if you were to look at Blue's pre-National Dex team, it is not Blue's, Lance, sorry. It's terrible. Like, Lance's team, Heart Gold. So depending on when you battle him, this is his first team. Two very underleveled, actually all three of his Dragonites are underleveled. And this is pre-National Dex. I mean, look at this. He has 3 dragons, and he's supposed to be a Dragon-type trainer. Now, I know in Gen 1 there were only 3 dragons, Dragon, Dratini, Dragonair, and Dragonite, but then we move over here. The only non-dragon types he has are Charizard and Gyarados. Everything else, his team is a lot more balanced, and he still has his Ace Dragonite, which is still great. But, the first battle, no. So, that is what we're doing there. So that's why he is in B tier. All right, Gen 3, where we share a champion, depending on which game you are playing, Steven or Wallace. So we're going to start with the original Ruby and Sapphire. Steven, I'm moving Steven up to S tier. His ace is a pseudo-legendary. His team is entirely made up of Pokemon from his generation. And Steel is a great typing. Now, a lot of monotype trainers, it's tough. It is tough to be a champion as a monotype trainer, but Steven is also a dork who loves rocks, and I love him. He is my favorite dork. Like, if you ever play Pokemon Masters EX and he's on there, he's just like, "Hi, I'm Steven. I like collecting rare stones." He is a geologist. And that's what makes him hysterical. Wallace, I'm putting at B tier. Wallace isn't terrible. I mean, he was a gym leader. He is a master. He is a master coordinator. And he is a showman. I mean, he is a gym leader in his gym battle. I mean, him and Juan, there's not much difference on their team, and both their aces are Milotic. So, but Wallace isn't a terrible champion, but I mean, it's not the best. All right, moving on to Gen 4 with Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum, the Pokemon Queen herself, the best champion of champions, Cynthia. She is the queen in all aspects. She is also the only time in the Pokemon anime where they're in Sinnoh and Krogunk doesn't decide to poison jab Brock. Just takes one look at Cynthia and is like, "Bro, I get it. Okay, I get it." Now, Cynthia is Amazing. Her team is insane, especially in Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, where they gave her a competitive level guard jump for her ace that had rough skin. Yeah, no. Cynthia is probably going to be the last S tier champion I give, just because she is the queen of all things. All right, Gen 5, we have Alder and Iris. Alder, to me, is a C tier trainer because he did get beat by N, which I'm surprised N's not on this list. He got beat by N. His ace is a Bouffalant. If his ace had been Volcarona, I probably would have bumped him up a little bit higher, but I mean, because his ace is a Bouffalant, I had to buff him lower. Or Iris, on the other hand, Iris also is a dragon type trainer, and she doesn't even have that many dragon types. I mean, her ace is a Haxorus. I'm putting her in C tier. I'm gonna put Cynthia out front because she deserves to be. But yeah, no. I mean, I will say this: Alder had a better, more rounded team than Iris did, so hence why that is that. All right, Gen 6, Diantha, you're going to D. You're better than Leon, but you're a D tier trainer. The issue I had with the X and Y games is that Mega Evolution played like literally no part of the game. I feel once you get the Mega Ring, you should have to have battled a Mega Evolved Pokemon in every single gym. Now, I get with Fairy, you couldn't do that without battling a Fairy type like Mega Gardevoir, and well, that was Diantha's ace, but I feel like every member of the Elite Four should have had they all had a Pokemon that could Mega Evolve. Why are we not battling Mega Evolved Pokemon in the Elite Four? What's-Her-Face had the Houndoom that we knew could Mega Evolve from the anime. Cybold had a Scizor. What's-His-Face, the water dude, had a Blastoise. I mean, every one of them had a Pokemon that could Mega Evolve. Why are we not Mega Evolving Pokemon in X and Y? When the whole point of the story is Mega Evolution, so. All right, Gen 7. Technically, Gen 7 had you were the first ever champion. Kukui. I'm sorry, I'm just putting Kukui in how here. I mean, How was annoying because he just was always around. Kukui wasn't, okay, fine, I'll be nice. I'll bump Kukui up to C tier. But I mean, their ace was the starter that you were, with Kukui, the ace you were weak against. With How was the starter you were strong against. So I mean, that's just what it is. And canonically, Kukui's ace in the anime is Incineroar. So if you pick Decidueye, you couldn't also do that because technically How's ace is a Decidueye. So it's sense none makes. Yeah, because Sun and Moon didn't really have champions. I mean, they had an Elite Four, but it was all whatever it was. So, all right, moving on to Gen 8. Of course, we already have Leon up here. I say Mustard is a better champion than Leon, wholeheartedly, hands down, easily. I mean, his ace is an Urshifu that is the opposite Gigantamax of what you chose. So whether you chose the Rapid Strike water fighting or the Single Strike dark fighting, that's what his ace is. I love that his ace is an Urshifu. He is a retired champion, but I mean, Mustard is Mustard. He's still great. I don't even remember this kid's name from Let's Go. I don't even remember him. I mean, I mean, that's how forgettable he is. I mean, I just know he has an Eevee or a Pikachu, and that's his ace. I completely forgot who he is, and that's why he doesn't matter to me. La Primera. Here's the thing. Gita gets a lot of crap for the way her team is organized, but I mean, if you look at her team, it's not terrible. I mean, now, do I believe that Glamora should have gone first to set up Toxic Spikes instead of being her ace? Yes. But it is what it is. I mean, she is the head of the Pokemon League. She is in charge of it, but still. Also, I am not getting credit for either of these ads. I'm saying that now for you, YouTube. So, and then of course, the last A rank trainer is Nimona. Nimona goes into A rank because Nimona is, even then, I mean, when she became champion, she held back against La Primera, and then she doesn't hold back in your battle against her. But I mean, she's obsessed. She is the Blood Queen. She is scary. It is terrifying. But yeah, yeah. So this is my list. Obviously, the champion of champions to me is Cynthia. When I look at the Masters 8 tournament from the anime, and I see that Cynthia was ranked second and Leon was ranked first, I thought that was absolutely stupid. Because Cynthia 9 out of 10 times wipes Leon entirely, just totally just destroys him. But yet the only reason they did this was for plot, so Ash had somebody to achieve and beat because he needed a rival, and that rival just happened to be the champion monarch, Leon. So, yeah. But this is my list. This is all based on my personal opinion, not anything in too fancy. But yeah. Yeah, so yeah, that is the champion listing. I'd love to, do other ranks like this, but you're probably gonna see a lot more Pokemon content from me coming out just because Pokemon is coming out soon. And unfortunately, me not having a capture card, you will not get to see my live playthrough of Pokemon Legends EA, but I will be updating you guys hopefully in the updates tab. So until next time, you Vigilantes, stay classy.